heart-stopping moment that made everyone hold their breath. The truck had an unexpected mishap, spilling tons of razor-sharp glass. Fortunately, everyone is safe. A heart-stopping end to the trip. The massive rock collapse left everyone shuddering. Quick reflexes helped the girl and her dog save their own lives in the nick of time. Always stay vigilant. Absolutely terrifying. The horrific power of the floodwaters swept away the houses, a costly lesson about building homes right on the river's edge. Would you dare to open the window while driving through the forest? The leopard lunged like an arrow in a head-on attack. Fortunately, everyone was safe after that terrifying moment. Heart-stopping to see a predator lurking right above your head. A sudden incident that shocked everyone who witnessed it. Always stay vigilant to protect your home. Heart-stopping to watch an avalanche swallow the skier. The terrifying power of nature left everyone silenced. Always stay alert to even the smallest changes on the mountain peak. Terrifying to watch the truck skidding sideways on the highway. This is a serious hazard when the roads are wet from the rain. Please drive with utmost caution and care. In just a moment, everything suddenly spiraled out of control. The crane collapsed, sending shockwaves through the entire area. Quick reaction is the key to survival. Always remain vigilant in coastal areas. A shocking incident for all who witnessed it. The crane fell in a free fall, turning the area below into a battlefield of ruins. Thankfully, there were no casualties. Safety first. A dramatic scene just like in the movies. High speed always comes with extreme risks. Fortunately, no one was injured in this situation. A mass of mud and earth collapsed, burying the house in a fit of rage. Fortunately, everyone managed to escape in time. Life safety is always the top priority. Nature is putting on a display of terrifying power. A bolt of lightning tore through the night sky, striking the glowing red peak of the volcano. The sight left onlookers in absolute awe. Did Grim Reaper just fall asleep? A violent collision occurred in a place that seemed the safest. The woman escaped death by a hair's breadth, with the vehicle missing her by just centimeters. Pure luck truly saved this life. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. A storm with terrifying wind speeds tossed a car into the air right in front of the dashcam. The power of nature is truly terrifying. Boulders crash down as if to tear the ground apart right before the residents' eyes. Never be complacent when you see signs of falling rocks. Would you dare to stand here? The building suddenly collapsed, just like in the movies. Fortunately, everyone managed to escape in time. A sudden storm swept through, blowing everything into the air. This level of destruction is truly unbelievable. He luckily survived after that breathtaking moment. Always follow safety protocols to avoid risks. The wind uprooted the ancient giant tree's roots. Stay away from heavily wooded areas when a storm starts to roll in. Absolutely stunned by this fury, the giant ancient tree suddenly collapsed, making the ground tremble. My God, will this gas station hold up? The storm winds are tearing apart everything in sight. Seek sturdy shelter immediately when a storm hits. My God, an earth-shattering explosion. A rolling sea of fire tossed everything into the air. When you see a fire or explosion, the first thing to do is run far away, not film it. The massive tree trunk crushed the car roof, sending shivers down viewers' spines. Fortunately, no one was trapped inside. 2 palm trees burst into flames in a split second, deeply thankful for the stroke of luck that there were no casualties. A jet black mud flow is tearing through all safety boundaries. Do not be subjective when faced with small signs from the mountainside. An extremely dangerous situation is unfolding right on the highway. The terrifying power of the fire is threatening all vehicles. Maintain a steady speed and exit the smoke and dust zone as quickly as possible. What would you do if you were in this scene? Metal roof sheets are being torn apart and flying suspended in midair. A terrifying moment that reminds us to comply with natural disaster safety rules. Would you dare to drive through here? Giant waves are swallowing the road surface. The car escaped death by a hair's breadth. Absolutely do not be subjective before the raging sea. A scene as dramatic as an action movie. The white car sped forward like an arrow. The 2 people standing there escaped death by a hair's breadth. An extremely dangerous situation for anyone nearby. The explosion shattered all the initial silence. This is a major lesson in safety regarding the management of explosive materials. Hold your breath before the power of nature. Large trees are being uprooted and collapsing right before your eyes. The sight makes viewers shudder with fear. Absolutely do not go outside when there are strong wind gusts. These people are flirting with extreme risk. Never stand beneath damaged structures. It's spine-chilling to watch. An entire peaceful street suddenly turned into a river of mud. Fortunately, no one was trapped. Absolutely horrifying. The collision shattered everything around it. The worker standing nearby escaped death by a hair's breadth. Never be subjective when driving. The power of nature is truly terrifying, isn't it? Look at the house being blown away and vanishing before the raging waves. Property can be rebuilt, but life is priceless. It swept through unexpectedly, leaving behind severe destruction. A sudden incident that left everyone no time to prepare. Do not underestimate the power of windstorms. Absolutely horrifying. This power is unstoppable. The moment Mother Nature shook the entire space. A once-in-a-lifetime experience for the videographer. Truly amazed by the power of creation. An electrical bolt tore through the air right in a place that seemed safe. Absolutely do not stand under conductive objects during rain. Why did the helicopter suddenly collapse like that? A heart-stopping moment when the tail was knocked into the air. Always stay vigilant and follow safety procedures. Don't flirt with death. The uncontrollable floodwaters knocked the man down instantly. A narrow escape from death. Never underestimate deeply flooded road sections. A terrifying moment. The truck was struck by a train, blowing debris everywhere. Always comply with safety procedures. The building suddenly turned into an inferno? The explosion left witnesses stunned. Smoke and fire erupted into the air, looming menacingly. That there were no casualties is a miracle. Never neglect fire prevention work. A scene as dramatic as an action movie. The truck stalled right at the most dangerous spot. The impact made the entire scene tremble. Fortunately, the driver managed to escape just in time. A narrow escape from death. Just a few seconds later and those people would have been buried. Always stay vigilant with places that seem safe after storms and floods. The boundary between life and death is measured only in seconds. The solid architectural structure suddenly shook and then completely crumbled. A terrifying moment for everyone. Fortunately, everyone is safe. Unbelievable. Large waves have completely buried the house. Nature never shows mercy. My God, the power of nature is terrifying. A massive flood is swallowing everything in its path. Protecting lives is always more important than property. In just a moment, the sky turned into a battlefield. The power of nature shook the entire area. Find a safe place as soon as a thunderstorm strikes. The man dodged just in time by a hair's breadth. Stay alert to unexpected risks. A heart-stopping moment in the heart of the city. The vehicle is struggling against the terrifying power of the flood. Find higher ground to take shelter immediately. Better late than never. Don't let a second of haste ruin an entire lifetime. The truck was tossed into the air after the collision. Fortunately, no lives were lost. Always obey traffic rules. Are you trembling? The power of nature is shaking the entire scene. Do not go outside when the winds reach this level. Can you see anything ahead? An extremely dangerous situation as the captain completely loses track of the path. They will have to silently thank their lucky stars for escaping death. An extremely serious wheel detachment incident. Routine vehicle maintenance is the key to protecting everyone's lives. Death is roaring right beneath their feet. The perilous rope traverse amidst the raging flood leaves everyone breathless. An incredible, heart-stopping moment. Protect yourself against the wrath of nature. It's absolutely terrifying to witness this scene. The woman had just stepped down when she was faced with a life-threatening situation. Fortunately, everyone is safe. The power of nature is truly terrifying. Large planks are blown away like dry leaves. Never be complacent in the face of gale-force winds. The scene left witnesses stunned by the imminent danger. The man had lightning-fast reflexes to hold on. Don't let a moment of distraction lead to serious consequences. The power of nature is truly terrifying. The white snow is swallowing everything in its path. This breathtaking scene is absolutely staggering. Never be complacent when mountain climbing in winter. Don't take your eyes off the screen. You're about to see an extremely dangerous situation. This massive python can swallow anything in its path. Stay away from flooded areas to ensure your safety. This scene left everyone speechless with fear. The terrifying power of the wind has destroyed everything. Don't forget to check the weather forecast before any outdoor activities. It's staggering to witness the terrifying power of water. The group of tourists experienced a moment of extreme tension. Don't let a lack of knowledge lead to safety risks. An unexpected incident has plunged the streets into a dangerous disaster. Detect hazards in time before things get even worse. If the lightning had been just a few meters off, the house would have been devastated. They must silently thank their lucky stars for escaping death in this situation. What is happening to the sky? The dust storm is tearing through the visibility, engulfing the entire residential area. Always seek safe shelter. A strange symbol was accidentally captured on camera. Do any of you know what this symbol means? Utterly reckless. The bus is undergoing a life and death race against nature. In just a split second, disaster could strike. Be patient and wait for the water to recede to protect yourself. An electrical short circuit on a high voltage power pole. It appears the tree canopies are catching fire due to the electrical sparks. Absolutely do not stand under power lines during storms. An earthquake shook the entire region. Fortunately, the structure was sturdy enough that no one was injured in this situation. In my opinion, this looks like a gas explosion, even though it appears to be an office building. I'm honestly not sure anymore. What do you think caused this blast? Let me know in the comments below this video. Absolutely terrifying. In just a moment, the peaceful road suddenly shook from a mudslide. The driver escaped death by a hair thanks to lightning-fast reflexes. Never underestimate the power of nature. Heart-stopping moments with these violent waves. Just a second's delay, and you could be swallowed whole. Save your own life by leaving early. This is a gamble with life. The vehicle is speeding straight into an extremely high-risk zone. The tornado could change direction and swallow everything at any moment. Absolutely do not stand near vortexes to film. It's a miracle the woman escaped unharmed in this situation. The tree branches snapped under the heavy weight of the ice and snow clinging to them. During winter, always look up and observe carefully before stepping out your door. Could this be a disaster in the making? I see an explosion, but it's unclear what caused such a blast. What are your thoughts on this footage? Let me know what you think. Sofas and mirrors lie scattered in the murky water. The main circuit breaker must be shut off immediately to prevent electrocution. I honestly cannot wrap my head around some people's intelligence. How can they gamble with their own lives like that and disregard all danger warnings? Have you guys ever witnessed anything like this before? Rescue teams are on their way to where two men are stranded on a small floodplain due to rising floodwaters. We should always be grateful to disaster relief workers as they risk their own lives to save others. A collision occurred on a road slicked with ice and snow. Please drive slowly in severe weather conditions and remember this timeless saying, better to be a second late than to be late for a lifetime. The camera captures a close-up of the roots being torn from the ground, showcasing the terrifying power of nature to lift such a massive object. Don't let this mesmerizing sight fool you. Tornadoes possess devastating power that can cause mass casualties. If you see swirling dark clouds, move to the safest place immediately. Admire the beauty of an American icon and the splendor of lightning. Two stunning sights in a single frame. This is the first time I have ever witnessed such a breathtaking scene. These images serve as a reminder of our fragility in the face of disaster. This massive tornado can cause extensive damage to vehicles and homes. Safety comes first. Property can always be rebuilt later. A black car lost control or following a collision and slammed head-on into a fire hydrant. The impact was so powerful that it snapped the hydrant, sending a massive geyser of water erupting into the air and engulfing the entire vehicle. An unforeseen accident or a foreseeable disaster, the power pole exploding created an overwhelming scene. Report to the authorities immediately when you spot damaged power lines. Be careful and keep a steady hand on the wheel when traveling on slippery roads like these. Absolutely do not drive at high speeds, as you won't be able to stay in control of the situation. The object creates a large halo in front and trails a long streak of light behind. The halo expands, forming a shape resembling an eye or a giant orb of gas in the sky. A massive landslide has occurred at the mountain peak. Thick dust is billowing up like giant clouds as soil and rocks surge down the mountainside at high speed, heading straight toward a residential area. Dancing ribbons of light stretch across and engulf the entire sky, creating an incredibly magnificent and ethereal scene. The colors shift constantly from green to pink, reddish purple, and golden orange. The buildings collapse one after another in a domino effect. The danger of weak structures or demolition processes must be strictly controlled to ensure safety. A rare and terrifying natural phenomenon, the sky turns a deep shade of green. The most astonishing part is a massive pitch-black cloud formation above, while the base of the clouds glows with a vibrant and eerie green, engulfing the entire horizon. The power of nature is truly terrifying. The entire hillside suddenly turned dark. This horrific moment serves as a reminder that we must always stay alert to disasters. A massive double rainbow appears against a gray sky, blurred by rain or dust. While the rainbow is beautiful, the hazy sky and wet roads pose a serious hidden danger to passing vehicles.